Hey folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. I got my Canada attire on, basically. My Canada hat that Terry Wood sent me because he's up there in Canada. Dan Sigurdson, who made a gift to the channel for me to react to this song, sent me this shirt a while ago because this is his thing. What's it say? Church of Hakad. Hakad stands for Have a Kick-Ass Day. Power of love over love of power. I like it. So anyway, thanks for the gift for this song too. I'm curious, Junior Brown's song, Better Call Saul. Now I watched Better Call Saul and I loved it. That was a spin-off of Breaking Bad, which I also loved. But I don't remember, is this the theme song to that or is this kind of a takeoff on it? I'm not sure. But let's find out. And Dan said that this is for anyone who needs a smile. So let's find out what Junior's got for us. Oh, it says it's the original television soundtrack. I didn't realize that was a country song.
You drink one, drink two, drink three Long Island iced teas.
I used
But
to.
your buddy's worse off and he throws you his car keys. Blue lights are blinking 4 o'clock in the morning. State Trooper makes you wish that you'd never been born. Better call Saul, better call Saul. You want to tell the world you're in love with a girl named Fran. So you find an overpass and you say it with a spray paint can. Blue lights start a blinking, those handcuffs click. You know who to call and you better call quick. Saul, Saul, you better call Saul. He'll fight for your rights when your back's to the wall. Stick it to the man, justice for all. You better call Saul.
That's the thing about soundtracks. Like, I never noticed that this was the song. Why is that? Why didn't I notice this? I don't know. I wonder when it depends on when they bring it in. When the episode comes on, is it like way in the background? Is it in the initial credits? I don't know. Of course, you never hear the whole song either.
Shopping at the Walmart short just a couple of beans. There's a George Foreman grill down the back of your blue jeans. They caught you at the checkout, the blue lights blink. Only one got a call, cause the others all stink. Better call Saul, better call Saul, better call Saul. Your husband disappeared in a most convenient way. Now your troubles are gone, his insurance will surely pay. You get to the bank, but the cops say, whoa, who you gonna dial when they lock you down cold? Saul, Saul, you better call Saul. He'll fight for your rights when your back's to the wall. Stick it to the man, justice for all. You heard me, you better call Saul.
Shakespeare.
Gone and your store is on the rocks. Spread around the gas cause it's time to torch the stock. But you gotta move quick before you singe your own hair. Who knew there was a homeless guy sleeping in there? Better call Saul, better call Saul, better call Saul. The FBI finds kids trapped in your creepy van. You stay real cool and tell them you're the ice cream man. But all that crying just gave you away. Who you gonna call to skip a prison stay? Saul, Saul, you better call Saul. You'll fight for your rights when your back's to the wall. Stick it to the man, justice for all. You better call Saul. You best call now, you hear?
That's why Shakespeare said the first thing we should do is kill all the lawyers, which I don't agree with at all, because when you need a lawyer, that lawyer's your best friend, because they are your advocate. And when you are, whether you did right or, whether you're guilty or innocent, which most people are guilty, to have an advocate maybe reduce your sentence or even get you off of that speeding ticket, or in this case, I don't know what gets left on the cutting room floor in a song like this, because there are so many things that people do. So I wonder if Junior Brown collaborated with the producers of the show to put certain things in the song, because then that's part of the marketing of it too. But you want the song to sort of capture the essence of the show. But I had one of my law professors back, I didn't go to law school. I was going to, but then my ex and I opened a business and it took off, so I didn't go on to law school. But one of my professors for criminal law, he was one of my toughest professors too. I got an A the first time I took him. I got a B the second time I took him. But somebody in the class asked him if he used to he represented murderers and all this stuff. He was a criminal trial attorney. And one of the students asked him, "Do you ever lose sleep?" And he said, "I don't lose a second of sleep." And his reasoning was, everybody deserves a defense. And I put out the best defense, and if it's not good enough, generally speaking, he'll be found guilty, he or she or whatever. But then I know another friend of mine said, look, who is an attorney, and he just said, I'm an asshole. I'll sue anybody. Like, this is what happens to, and another friend of mine who was an attorney sold his practice because he couldn't stand defending greaseballs any longer. So after 10 years, he sold his practice and moved up to Boston. So it's one of these things where Saul was like that, but he somehow managed to be likable and lovable. It was almost like Tony Soprano. It's Stockholm Syndrome, basically, where you start to identify yourself with that person. Even though you know they're a murderer, why are you rooting for them? Not to murder somebody, but why do you want the relationship with their daughter to be a really sweet, beautiful thing, even though you know this guy belongs in jail? And Saul would, talk about like a gestalt shift, a paradigm shift. He would tell people that even though they would come in and say, yeah, I did this, this, and this, he'd say, spin it around like you're the victim. Well, no, you're really the victim here, because look at how these corporations treat people. And eventually the person's like, you're right, I am the victim. When in fact, they're not. They're the wrongdoer. But Saul was really good at that, and taking a piece of the pie too. All right, Dan, I'm going to rate this song. This was an interesting song. But I loved the series. All right, the number that popped into my head on this one was an 8.7, because it was a cutesy song. The series itself was like practically a 10, not quite. It was like a 9.8. I loved it. But there it is. All right, guys, in case you needed a smile, that's from Dan Sigurdson. A cat, everybody. See you on another video. Keep rocking the country.